Welcome back, piggies. This is episode 26 of the Pigskin Pals podcast with your hosts, Dana and AJ. This is week 14 Dynasty podcast. Heading into the last week of the regular season, basically all but one playoff spot is set in stone, which is basically the complete opposite of Redraft. A little bit less fun, but at least there is still one spot up for grabs everyone can pay attention to. Also, we got a change to the toilet bowl coming this year to make it a little bit more competitive than it has been in the past and a little bit more fun for everyone involved so that their season doesn't kind of just end right after they don't make the playoffs. But let's not waste any more time and let's get right into it. All right, so as I mentioned in the intro, we're having a bit of a switch up when it comes to the toilet bowl this year in our Dynasty League. Normally we would do, it was just kind of standard, I think came with when I made the Sleeper League. We never really changed it, which was like real toilet bowl, lowest points moves on or whatever, and that's kind of how we decide who gets the 101 was whoever lost the most matchups in a row. We thought that was kind of lame, so we switched, at least for the draft pick, we switched it to least max points for at the end of the regular season. We'll get the 101, so that's all figured out that way. But now for those bottom six that don't make it, we're doing a normal consolation bracket, and the winner of that gets some prize. We haven't fully decided on that yet. We're kind of narrowed it down to either like a 4-1, so basically they get their free choice of whoever they want after the draft, or splitting up some fab. They get extra fab in the offseason and in season, which could be a nice little advantage for if they want to. There's normally that one guy that everyone puts all their fab on. They have a little bit extra coin to put on. So, what are your thoughts? Too? What?
I also said I think we should do the 4-1. We can have a Mr. Irrelevant pick.
Yeah.
And do just a little extra fab for the offseason. I think giving in-season fab could be too OP because picture what Elijah Mitchell that first year that we started, I dropped 100 and could outbid everyone. But if I had 105, I would do that in a heartbeat again because he was like a league winner that year.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. In-season fab's a little bit different. I that's why we're kind of talking about it because I'm okay, I think, with in-season, but I could see it being more.
Or you don't get it. You don't. Maybe you don't get it.
Too much of a reward for being sixth place or whatever it would be, or seventh.
I think if it's in season, maybe you can't use it until you don't receive your extra fab until week 8 or something.
Sure. Yeah, but then it just feels useless. I think doing a 4-1 and
4-1's fun too.
4-1, I think, and maybe you get like 10 extra fab or something, so you can outbid for someone in the offseason.
You can't trade the 4-1. You have to make the pick.
Yeah, 100%. You have to make the pick. Yeah, I like that. 4-1. I think 4-1, and you get like 10 fab in the offseason because then you get a little bit extra something to work with if someone in the offseason comes in hot.
Yeah.
I think
that's my vote.
It's not like too overkill then, too. Like, because the way we were doing it was like 20 offseason, 20 in season. And that does seem like, now that I'm thinking about it, kind of like a lot for.
Yeah. Especially
7th place. It's not like
probably like the 7th best team in the league is just getting better.
I will say there's quite a few teams that could win this. I think minus Austin and Ryan, like any of the teams can win it if they have a good week.
So 4 teams?
Yeah. 4 of 6 is a pretty good number. That's like 2/3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good. We can put that in the chat too, see what everyone thinks. But I like that too.
Or comment down below from an outside perspective. Let us know what you think.
I love it. Get the comments going. We need the interaction. What is that?
Yeah,
what's
if any
that
of
word?
you
There's a like social
work the algorithm.
No. There's like impressions maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. But yeah, comment down below. Tell us what you think. But yeah, that's the change in toilet bowl. I think it'll be better going forward. Just makes it a little bit more fun for those people as well. And add a little bit of spice.
Yeah, and I can't wait for the trophy too that our commission keeps promising.
I'll do it, but I'm not doing a good one. I've decided. I think I want to do. I think I talked about it with you guys. Like just like like you get from like the rec department, like in baseball or like basketball. Those just one of those. Everyone gets one every year. Whoever wins gets one because those are cheap, and it's like, Or we could even make it a
I
traveling
like one that we can pass around, though.
We can make that a traveling one, too. I'm just not paying for a ridiculous... Those other ones are so expensive, dude. It's insane.
Well, let's bounce right over to the matchups. We do have a game currently going on. It's a great game. The Steelers versus the Patriots on Thursday night
Sheesh, banger.
football. It is more high. It's higher scoring than I would have thought.
Already a touchdown.
Yeah. So it's got that going for it. But we can kick off with the matchups with the absolute heater of Riley versus me. You know, I'm rocking with as many Packer players as I can. Yes, again, unfortunately, Watson, I don't think I'll be able to throw him in my lineup this week. And I also lost Tank Dell. So more injuries for me this year.
At this point.
No, it doesn't matter, but it would have been nice to not have any injuries.
Yeah. Do you really think no injuries, you're in it, though?
If I would have just been able to play quarterbacks not named Jordan Love, especially when Jordan Love had his dry streak, it would have helped a lot.
Yeah, maybe. I could see you being in the fight for the 6 right now.
Yeah, I could have seen that. Anyways, the past is the past. I'm rocking the Packers. I'm not rocking both Steelers this week. I only got Jalen Warren, who's sitting at negative 0.2 right now. Ayuk, throwing JSN in. He looks like he got more involved last week. And Njoku's playing over Kincaid. I'm liking the targets that I'm seeing coming his way. Double R and Jerry Jeudy and Danny DeVito. Did you see that? You were hyping up the Tim Boyle play last week, and right before Tim Boyle played, I was able to drop him and pick up Tommy DeVito, which I was pretty hyped about. I didn't know at the time that DeVito was on bye, so that was unfortunate. And I played AJ Dillon in my flex, who anyways outscored Tim Boyle. Yeah, so
Tim Boyle's terrible.
Yeah, it worked out.
It did.
But
I like that.
Yeah, it was a good pickup, especially if they stick with him and Daniel Jones next season. If Daniel Jones isn't ready, it'll be a nice spot start for me to start the year off.
Yeah, I just got a few things I want to mention from Riley's team. Currently, his tight end is not playing football. I believe Hayden Hurst has post-traumatic stress amnesia is what they're calling it, and he's actually out for a while. He's not going to be playing tight end for
ever. It's career ending.
It could be. I don't know if
it says post-traumatic amnesia will be career ending 6 hours ago.
Does not believe.
Yeah.
You got to read the whole thing, unfortunately. And he also can't escape playing Dearness Johnson in his RB2. Ramondre's out again this week. Dearness Johnson, I think, has been in his lineup for 4 straight weeks, which is unbelievable. And Taysom Hill has found his way in to the
back in another quarterback spot.
So pretty sick. This is kind of a juicy game, I'm not going to lie. Not in terms of good, super good lineups, but I think it could be really close.
It looks like it's going to be close already.
Especially with a -2 points so far, or -0.2 coming from Jalen Warren. But I got my pick, if you have yours.
Yeah, I got mine.
All right.
3, 2, 1, Riley. Let's go. Making a comeback.
Yeah, you cannot make a comeback. I straight up didn't even change the records on our overlay, I'm not going to lie, for Dynasty.
That's all right. Everyone knows AJ's winning. We can just delete those records.
Yeah. We can move on to what I thought was going to be a pretty important matchup at this point in the year, but as of now, probably will not be. It's me and Peter. Right now, I'm sitting at 11-2 in the second slot with the number 2, or with the bye. I'm only 1 game ahead of Sam, but I am about 80 points ahead of him as well. So I think I'm okay to lose because I doubt Sam scores 80 more points than me. So yeah, I was really thinking this would be an important game, but it's not really turning out to be. I got Jared Goff coming out here, Kamara, Javonte, CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Smith, TJ Hawkinson, Tony Pollard, Puka Nacua and Minshew Mania in for Kyler Murray this week because he's on bye. I got ETN on the bench right now. I'm kind of struggling who I want to put in my last flex. It's kind of between.
I was looking at that.
It's between Pollard, Puka, and ETN. And Myers, actually. They're all in my space. Everyone else is safe, I'd say. But
I think you throw Myers out of that 4.
I think he's going to have a good week. We've kind of been talking about that. But so that's what I got cooking. Peter's got Mahomes, Swift, Bijan, Jalen Waddle, A.J. Brown, Isaiah Likely, who I think could have a good week, Pacheco, Nico Collins, and Tua. His team's looking pretty good going into the playoffs. What do you think?
I agree that his team's looking good, and that's why I'm rocking with him. Mainly because I think I know you're picking yourself.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, I think this will be a good matchup. Like you said, I wish it could have been more.
Had a little bit more implications, yeah.
It would have been fun to watch that go down, but looks like you guys are both into the playoffs, and I think I would start ETN over Pollard and lock that and keep Puka in.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm leaning right now. But it's hard to...
Especially if Myles Garrett's out again, because Browns have not been that good on defense recently.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, that's the only lineup problem I'm having. And I think, it'll be close. I'm going to take myself like you figured I would. So that's one more. 2 games, 2 different... predictions. So
I just gotta predict the team that you're not picking.
That's literally, I think, the only.
And I still will not be able to beat you.
I can say it out loud, I guess. I'm 58-19 right now. Dane is 47-30.
How about this? If I go 6-0 this week, we call it a draw.
If you go 6-0, how about? Okay, if you go 6-0, fine, we'll call it a draw.
Okay, that means I also have to predict the wrong team.
Oh, this is so... Okay, what if... Dang, this could happen, actually. Oh, this could actually happen. I'm a little bit nervous now.
No, it looks like I'm already going to beat Riley. I got a 1.1 points out of Warren.
Oh, shit.
All right, back up to Ben versus Ethan. We got Ben playing the 2016 Toyota Highlander. Looks like he's going to be practicing today. I didn't even realize that his last name's Carr, and that's probably why he named him a Carr name.
It's 100% why, yeah.
I just thought it was because he's so average. He's just like that Carr.
That's another good reason behind it. I will not lie. That's pretty good, too.
Then we got Zach Moss, Kyron Williams, Zay Flowers, Calvin Ridley, Dalton Schultz, Justin Jefferson, Derrick Henry, Jake Browning. His team's looking pretty juicy. Oh, also Trevor Lawrence is going to be out, it looks like, with his ankle. And the only other possible player he could have started was George Pickens and Noah Brown, who's on his bench.
And if Derek Carr doesn't play, he does have Joe Flacco to throw in there, so he'll have 2 QBs no matter what. Can you imagine the Joe Flacco, Jake Browning combo?
Oh boy,
dude, that's terrifying.
Then on the other side, we got Dak Prescott, Jahmyr Gibbs, Tajay Spears, who could have a good game with Derrick Henry. What is his status? I'm Googling.
Should be good to go, so won't be good.
Okay. Still could be surprised maybe if they end up limiting Derrick Henry. I don't know what their full faith is in him. But anyways, Jamar Chase, Gabriel Davis, Hunter Henry, Tutu Atwell, Amari Cooper, and Bryce Young.
Yeah. He has injuries right now. Jimmy G. Is there anyone else he has? Marquise Sambai. No, that's
Do you want to go first?
Yeah. I'll go first. We're not doing the same time?
I don't really want to if I want to predict. All right. I just want to choose all the opposites.
All right. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I'm watching almost a pick 6 here. Oh, no pick 6, just a pick. Anyway, I'm taking Ben.
That's who I was definitely not going to take, because I'm going with Ethan, baby. Whoa. Dak Prescott all the way.
Dak attack, going to lead him to the promised land.
And Hunter Henry may be about to score a touchdown.
Hey, yeah, good field position. Who knows? Could be possible. Let's move on to a game we already know the answer to.
Nope.
All right, you're right. We don't. Luke versus Ryan. Ryan's got Kenny Pickett in his quarterback slot. Doesn't have anyone else in his.
He could have just threw Trey Lance in.
That's true. A little morale.
Like
morale
maybe
boost for Trey Lance.
Lance gets a tush push rushing touchdown or something.
He does technically have a higher chance for points. He actually probably has a higher chance for negative points, if I'm being honest. If he comes in and like takes a knee or something.
Yeah.
That like so maybe Ryan's playing like smart here. Who knows? Yeah, I don't really want to talk about this, if I'm being honest with you. Luke's got Jalen Hurts, Eckler, Keaton Mitchell.
It's going to be a shellacking for Luke.
Yeah.
He's going to get pummeled by Ryan.
Whoa,
so,
whoa. Are you doing it?
Yeah, I have to. I'm going with Ryan. That will be crazy.
That would be an insane pick. An absolutely nutty pick.
Oh, wait. Were you just saying if I go 6-0 in general or 6-0
against?
Okay,
me.
So I have to take that.
Yeah,
okay.
At first, I was thinking you were talking just 6-0 in general. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. But then I was like, oh, no, he's got to be talking like.
Damn, I should have just went with that.
I would have let it slide, but not anymore. We're moving on to Jake versus Austin, another matchup kind of similar to Luke and Ryan. The other tanking team, Atlanta Falcons University versus Running Back Central. Jake's got probably the best team in the league against one of the worst. It's clear to see what's happening here.
Wait, I'm curious to look at Jake's team in redraft. Okay, so he's playing Geno Smith over Josh Dobbs in...
Oh my God, I see what you're about to say.
Dynasty, but he's playing Josh Dobbs over Geno Smith in redraft.
I don't know. He probably hasn't looked at his Dynasty lineup because, like, he doesn't... Like, he's not as paying attention to it because it doesn't matter. Because it's like, he's going to beat Austin no matter what.
I would definitely play Russell against the Chargers.
I would probably play Dobbs. I'd probably play Dobbs.
I would... Oh, I was going to say Stafford? No. I would play Laporta.
Laporta.
I would maybe stick with the hot hand of Geno.
All right.
But I feel like Las Vegas is a really juicy matchup.
It doesn't matter. I'd probably play Dobbs just because why not?
Yeah.
Is this the last one? Moving on to the last one.
There's one more after this.
Is there? I thought
we got Sam and Parker after this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay.
Oh, well, we didn't make our picks for this one, did we?
I did. I forgot that you're going crazy.
Yeah, I'm going with Austin. Let's see a 50 bomb out of Herbert this week and Josh Kelly.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go, boys.
Could happen. Debo has another.
Dobbs have a huge week with Watson out.
Hey,
Jonnu, tight end 1. Drake London, juicy matchup against the Bucks.
Maybe it's not so far-fetched. Who knows?
I think this one's more doable than the other ones.
Maybe.
And the last matchup.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sam versus Parker. I'm probably going to choose the favorite again in Parker. Oh, he did play Zeke. That's looking good for me. 11 points already. We got Brock Purdy, Joe Mixon, James Cook, Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, Dallas Goedert, Keenan Allen, Chris Olave, Lamar Jackson, a.k.a. Big Fat Load of Cum, who got his nickname because of a crazy bet that Sam and I made. I said, Sam, you took him in the first round. He's like, no, I think I took him in like the third or something round.
Hunter Henry, touchdown.
That's looking good.
Not joking.
That's looking good for me.
That's crazy.
But anyways, I was correct in what round we picked, and our wager was we can nickname any person on each other's team. And that's how Lamar is going to have the permanent nickname of Big Fat Load of Cum.
It's a banging nickname.
Shout out Tim Robinson, and I think you should leave.
Good show.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with the behemoth of Parker. I don't even have to say anyone on his team.
I'm going with Sam.
I'm liking the Parker pickup of Parker Washington too.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't draft him.
I think
honestly.
he had him on his team already, and then he's dropped him because he's kind of like he tends to pick up and drop people pretty frequently. So
Nope. Transaction history only in addition this
By me.
week by Parker for $43.
I swear to God, someone had Parking Washington otherwise, but maybe not.
Maybe you're confusing him with the other 8T Perry.
Hey, that's the go right there. Bang.
Upset that you didn't start him last week.
I told you I was only starting him if Rashid Shaheed and Chris Olave were out. Chris Olave played, so it was Watt season, baby. That'll do it for us and for our Dynasty pod for the week. Dane went full opposite this week, trying to make back some points and maybe just call it even just because he's down by so much. But we'll see if his crazy picks pan out. I'm going to assume not. But we'll talk about it next week. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Adios.